Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. No, nothing has changed on the wall behind me, but I just finished reading an amazing issue that I picked up from the local shop recently. It is specifically Amazing Spider-Man #2. If you are a Peter Parker fan, a Spider-Man fan, you want to read this book. It is really well done. The writer has gone back and, in my opinion, taken Peter Parker back to his roots, taken Spider-Man back to his roots, where he is, all in his head and he's thinking about his life as a person, as a superhero, as a boyfriend, as a husband, as a lover of New York City. It is, the writing is really just well done, and we find Peter Parker in a place where he is at peace with his life and the role that he's playing and who he is as a person. I found myself just kind of smiling as I was reading through the issue because Peter and Spider-Man was just enjoying life. He was enjoying himself. He was happy with his relationship with MJ, with the balance, if you will, between who he is and who he wants to be. And it goes back to the core of who Spider-Man is with Doc Connors. And I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it goes back to the core of who Peter Parker is. And it was a really fun read. In addition to the writing, in my opinion, and the dialogue, especially the interpersonal dialogue that Peter has with himself, the artwork was also really solid. This guy, what is his name? Otley, I think that's his name. His drawing, his artistry is really well done. I mean, this cover is solid. It really is a well done cover, and there are two frames where he has drawn Spider-Man. One where Spider-Man is swinging on his web, and it is reminiscent of a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man title and a Spider-Man pose that he would have done. Only I think it was less exaggerated and maybe a little bit more realistic. And then towards the back of the book, there was another pose where Spider-Man is standing over the foes that he has just defeated. And he just looks awesome, right? He looks lean. He looks athletic. He looks like he could just demolish anybody. And it wasn't an exaggerated physique. It was a very realistic physique. And I thought this guy Rotley is doing just a wonderful job in how he is choosing to depict Peter Parker, how he's choosing to depict MJ and also Spider-Man. If you are a fan of Amazing Spider-Man, if you are a fan of Spider-Man, I encourage you to pick this up. I have a feeling that this series is going to do really well. As long as the writer and the artist stay together, I think this series has a long future ahead of it. If you decide to pick this up, let me know what you think. If you've read it, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this? Because I absolutely love it. I'm curious what you think. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and thank you in advance for any comments that you may leave behind. Take care.